So here we go. We got 44, 43 degrees out the dash. Looking good there. Now it's starting to rain right now and I'm outside. I only have half the charge in here. This one calls for 445. I put 220 grams in there, 230 grams in there. Low side is low if you want to use those numbers, and the high side is high if you like to use numbers. But remember, if you went to an auto parts store and you got that little gauge with the little green cross, you'd just be looking at that. But for the guys who go by temperature only, we have a pretty good temperature coming out of the dash right there. There's nothing wrong with that. So I'm about to put the other half of the charge with this YF. Oh yeah, about YF. This is not a hybrid vehicle, but yet it uses POE oil. And so did that CRV, the Honda CRV I just did. And there's too many generalities where guys say, oh, if it's a hybrid electric compressor, it has POE, ester oil. And if it's a regular compressor, it has PAG oil, PAG oil inside it. Not true anymore. For the last several years, they've been switching over to ester oil and putting ester into compressors that do not have electric compressors in it. And there's a lot of shops that only use one oil, and a lot of the time it was PAG and they're throwing in electric compressors. Now they're wanting to go ester and throw it the other way. But you have PVE oil too. That's another oil on its own. Let's not to mention the difference in viscosities that go all the way down to 46 viscosity and all the way up to 150 viscosity. Which one are you going to use? That's all. So here we go, half charge, 40 degrees. We're getting towards or approaching 39 degrees. I only have half the charge in there. If this was in the shop right now and a guy was splooging in a little can, trying to get that nice cold duck dash temperature, he had no problem. Stops right here, customer goes driving around with half a charge of refrigerant. All right guys, I'll see you later. I just had to do a second video back to back on half charge charges, and the little anal guys who go to the big box stores who are supposedly professional shops and have nothing more than little cans and a gauge, and they charge customers for charging up their cars. I like them because for one reason, they make us a whole lot of money because they burn up a lot of compressors, so those are really great guys. But on the other cards, I feel real sorry for the customers who get ripped off and have to spend $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 flushing out a system, replacing a condenser, compressor, doing an expansion valve because they went to one of those little guys who give that $39.95 or $69.95 for any car, and they break out the little cans with the little gauge. Yep, anybody could be a professional, doesn't matter.